moment just at the first reading. You know, the first reading comes from the Jewish scriptures, and in the Jewish scriptures they have a very small vocabulary, and words do a lot of different jobs. In the story as we have it, our translation of the Jewish scriptures really comes mostly from the Greek text. But anyway, in this particular passage, you'll notice it's that the people begin to grumble, and Moses goes to God and says, we need to do something. He says, they're going to stone me. And God says, well, go over to the rock, hit the rock, and the water will flow. When you read it in the Hebrew, or according to the wording in the Hebrew, one of the things that's most interesting, and I don't know whether the author intended to construct it this way, but it's almost like a joke the way it's written. You see at the beginning, God himself is confused with the Jews. The assumption was he got them out of Egypt and they're free now. You'd think everything would be fine. And God sees this confusion of everything going on. So Moses comes up to God and says, you know, we really need to do something about this. He says, they're about to stone me. It's almost as God says, stone. What a good idea. Go hit the stone. So he hits the stone, and the water flows out. One of the things about the structure of it, I think that one of the lessons that God's trying to give us is that oftentimes when things don't go the way we really think they should go, you and I can find solutions if we actually look at the things. I think one of the difficulties in human life is that people actually live with unreality. They want to live in the world as though things are the way they should be. The fact is they aren't. The world that we live in, things are not the way it should be. And so we can't spend our time arguing all the time about the way things should be. They simply aren't that way. What we need to do is to be able to look at the very thing that is and find the solutions that are there. Oftentimes solutions, I think, are woven into things. We simply have to look differently than we've looked before. But that's what we see with Moses. Everything should have been fine, but it wasn't. We turned to God, and between God and Moses, they worked it out.